Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another video with me, your bald-headed boy Scribe. How the devil are we all doing? Today I am reaching a crossroads, a conundrum if you will, and I'm wondering if you guys can help me out with it. But I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the upcoming, or currently active rather, Hagabar the Nestmaid event, and why I'm going for it even though I don't want to. Interesting, right? So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Raid Shadow Legends. How have we all been, ladies and gentlemen? Right now, just a reminder, we've got a Valorant chase going on. Valarin. To me, this is Valarin, double L. I mean, in my Welsh roots, that would be Valarin. But nobody here is going to be speaking Welsh. Actually, sound off in the comments if you know any Welsh. Anyway, Valarin. Valarin's chase is currently active, which means in 7 days of logging in, you'll be able to claim him. Now, I am going to say, I know other people have said this already as well, but if you are going to be using this chase event, make sure you do not claim Valarin for a couple of days, because there is going to be a summon chase event, and if you leave him to be clicked and activated in your account until that is active, you are going to give yourself a significant boost, and it's only going to cost you 2 days. It's not going to have a material impact on whether or not you'll be able to get the 5-star fully awakened, red star split soul. There we go. It won't impact that. As long as you're playing regularly, you should still be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, brand new players that sign up using my QR code or the link in the description will be getting access to the legendary unit Tholin Foulbeard, as well as 3 fantastic epic support units in Feign, Allure, and Tagore. Here's how you do it. First of all, make sure you sign out of your Plarium Play account. Use my QR code or click the link in the description and sign up with a brand new email account. Once you've played through the tutorial of Raid, you'll be able to go into your inbox and collect your first legendary unit, Tholin Foulbeard. This guy will dominate the campaign as well as many of the early game dungeons. But it doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and use the promo code SUPERVICTORY. This will get you access to Pelops the Victor, an absolutely phenomenal tanky unit in the game that pairs so well with Tholin that you will blitz through the campaign and start your account off fantastically. Furthermore, as we know right now, we do have a fusion event going on for Hagabar the Nestmaid. I do think she's quite a useful fusion. However, I think her usability is quite limited at the same time, and it doesn't necessarily benefit everybody in equal parts. Okay, so I was considering going for her, and I decided, you know what, I don't actually think I need her. However, I did just learn, because I am learning about this, that if you actually perform the fusion for these fusion events when they are around, they do give you these rather wonderful fusion tokens that you can use to exchange whatever the fusion champion is. Now, a lot of people over here will probably have a better understanding of what is going on with these than I do. I'm just understanding this based on what I'm learning in the game and speaking to a few people. So, right now, we have to do a whole boatload of stuff for this. I think it's Viper, something Viper. Can't remember. I've got a couple of her going on at the moment. I can't remember what she's called, something Viper. In order to fuse into this Xanthe Sea Flower unit, we need 4 of those. We need to get them to level 50. We need to awaken them, and then you get the fusion. Now, the only way we can really get these Vipers is essentially through these upcoming events that are going through right now, and I'll go over the calendar of the events that are going on. A lot of them have been going on. There's one right now that's about to finish. I say about to finish. It's going to finish in what? Where is it? I think it's actually in the events tab over here. This Summon Rush, there's 13 hours left. I haven't really touched this because you need to get 3,500 points in order to do that. Now, of course, the easy way of doing that is by using Sacred Shards. 3,500, you need 7 Sacred Shards in order to get that one Viper, okay? And I could theoretically do it. I've got 8 Sacred Shards in my account right now. I could just drop that bomb and do it, but there's no double jump right now. I'm not sure I'm all that enthused by the current legendaries. I wouldn't mind getting Deacon Armstrong, wouldn't really mind getting Ugo, to be honest, but I'm not too sure about these. I've obviously got a Folan. It'd be okay to get a second one, but there's no double drop right now, and I'm thinking I'm not sure I want to be dropping it on this particular one. However, I really do want to be getting that fusion token from Hagabar, because I would very much like to get some of the more useful fusions, like Wixwell. Wixwell over here, Vaultkeeper Wixwell, he is a staple for Clan Boss. He is a staple for getting a one key, one and done Ultra Nightmare on the Demon Lord Clan Boss. I would really like to get this guy, and I can never seem to get any luck to get him otherwise. So I figured if I could get these tokens, I'd need 3 of them in order to change over. Maybe it is going to be worthwhile for me to do that anyway. Just lean into this fusion event, even if it's going to stretch my resources to the max. So let's take a look at the calendar for Hagiba and if we can actually do this. So this is the calendar, ladies and gentlemen, and currently we are on the 5th. So we are in this Sunday point. We've done the Gear Hunters, we've done the Spider Tournament. I've completed all of these so far. The one I haven't done right now is this Summon Rush event because I am holding on to those Sacreds. I'm feeling a little bit anxious about it. Now, Classic Arena Takedown, that is currently active. Each one of these events gives you one of these Horned Vipers. That's it, Horned Vipers, in order to get Hagiba. And as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 every week, essentially. And you get 4, 8, 12, 16. So you can't actually, by the looks of things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, there are 5. And it looks like you can get one over here. So if I'm reading this correctly, we should actually be able to skip one. So maybe I can skip this Summon Rush over here. Although there is another Summon Rush over here as well. So I'll have to do it at one point or the other, right? So each one of these events is going to be doing it. Spider Tournament, you just have to go in, complete the Spider Dungeon. I was doing that going ahead. I recently finally got myself a rather wonderful rig unit in Cold Heart, and I'm loving using her. Got her up to 60, maxed out her masteries, got some decent-ish gear on her. It could be better, but she seems to be doing good work for me. So we are about here on Sunday. This Classic Arena Takedown, I have been making my way through it. I think I've got about 200 points so far. You need that 330. Let's just go ahead and check that out real quick. So just over here, Classic Arena Takedown. Where are we at? Got 207 points right now. You need 330 in order to go ahead and get that Horned Viper. Dragon Tournament, I have been putting in some effort. It's got 2 days and 16 hours. I'm not trying to burst through all my energy and use a bunch of crystals, trying to refresh all my energy to do it. But I'm going in on tier 20 of that dragon event on normal in order to, one, farm some gear so that we get some artifacts in order to gain the points over here. And then we've got the Champion Training Tournament as well. So I do need to finish this one off. This one is a little bit of a bone of contention with me. I hate Champion Training Tournaments, dude. I'm going to have to go ahead and finish this. I'll take any advice. I've been using all of my units, basically throwing on a couple of potions here and there just in order to, or XP brews, just in order to get those levels up. I do need to focus in. I need to lock in today before the end of the day and get my remaining 3,300-ish points in order to get myself another Horned Viper. This is another thing, actually, that we should mention before going any further, is that if you are doing this fusion event, don't fuse these Xanthe Starflowers, Sea Flowers, not Starflowers. Don't fuse these until we've got that Champion Chase on at the end. That will give you additional points just by doing that. And getting them to 50, getting them to 5-star Ascended, that's not going to be a problem for anybody. Just going to be a couple of runs in whatever. Which one is she going to be? Okay, yeah, fine. So, yeah. It'll be absolutely no problem in getting her up to that point. Make sure you do hoard enough materials in order to do it, just in case it isn't active at the time, all right? Get all the way up. Looks like right now, tomorrow's not going to have any new events, but on Tuesday we are... Oh, no, actually, we will be getting the Gear Enhancement event. That's going to cost about 20 million silver for most people. I did do some advice videos not so long ago on how best to do that. You can go ahead and level up all your trashy gear up to level 4, sell off everything that you're not going to use. That's going to give you a little bit of wiggle room, but then really you should be targeting those really key bits of gear that you need to get to 16. Always start with your boots, your chest piece, your good gloves, all that sort of thing. Get the really top end of those to 16. It will be a pricey endeavor, but it's absolutely worth it. Summon Rush 2, of course, probably going to need to have another 6 or 7 Sacreds in order to do that, unless you have got a big hefty chunk of like Ancient Shards and all the rest, Void Shards, etc., in order to do it. It is worth mentioning you can apparently pull Horned Vipers with Void Shards, so if you do happen to get lucky pulling Void Shards and you manage to get some Horned Vipers, you can actually skip some of these events. But it looks like I said, most of these it's going to be for Fire Knight Night tournament going to be dropping over here on July 9th. So that's this Thursday. And also, for some reason, it's showing 2 champion training events. I'm not sure why 2 are running concurrently. Maybe that is an error. I'm not sure. And then over here on Saturday and Friday, we've got the gear enhancement event again. So it's going to be another 20 million crystals, 20 million silver in order to get there. So make sure you are farming up and selling everything that you do not need in particular. I tend to go for spider for this sort of thing. If you can farm spider, artifacts tend to be worth just a heck of a lot more than your standard bits of gear, even if you're farming boots or something like that, right? We've also got Champion Chase event over here on Friday. This Champion Chase event is what you want to be farming if you want to get yourselves... that's when you want to be doing all of your fusions. That's when you want to be pulling as many units as possible, okay? So I'm talking about our Chase event over here, our calendar, the Valoran unit. You want to try and save him. Just a couple of days now, boys. Just a couple of days. Wait until this point here on 10th, Friday the 10th, just to activate him then, because you will get a big boost over here to the Champion Chase event, okay? Then we've got Classic Arena Takedown and Gear Hunters. Ice Golem Tournament to round it off, really not so bad. Make sure that you take an advantage. Do not sell everything from your Dragon tournaments. Keep all the gear, level up the useful units, the really trashy ones, just take them to 4 and sell them off. You still make some money on that. You can, of course, also go to your Forge. Necrobia skin, don't want that. You can, of course, go to the Forge, and you could craft the low-level gear over here. You can usually sell it for more than you actually spend on it. Just don't use all your charms and stuff like that. You don't want to waste those. But you could always burn through your lower tier items, essentially, in order to craft some equipment, and then just level them to 4 and sell them on, and you're still probably going to be quids in, and it's going to help you in every single way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to about wrap it up for today's video. Let me know, are you going for Hagaba? Are you just doing it for that fusion token? Maybe you want to go for Wixwell. Let me know, in your opinion, what's the best way about going about doing this, and tell me, outside of Wixwell, which other fusion events are useful to get so I can build up my knowledge and prepare for the future. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do like the video before you go, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out and big love.